Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be doing some more T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. So the good news is I actually have the Waveform antenna that I had before back hooked up. I have it hooked back up because Waveform actually sent me out a new cable, a new quad cable for it. So if you guys aren't familiar with the channel or you guys haven't, seen my latest videos, I have another video on my channel talking about the quad cable breaking, and I showed a, video and talked about it. And they actually have a 3-year warranty on all of their antennas. So I, got the cable basically for free because they, it was still under warranty. All I had to do was give them my, the order number, and they told me that it was still under warranty, so they shipped me out one, and I actually received it today when I got home from work. So I just put it back up there, I put it back on, like the other cable. The only difference that I actually noticed with that cable, it's the same cable, but I did actually notice on the connectors end, where it's like gold plated, I actually noticed that it actually is like a brighter gold color. So I don't know what that means, but compared to the old cable, that one's actually like a less like a dull gold color, but the newer one is actually like a newer, like a brighter, not newer, but brighter, gold color, gold connectors. So I don't know if they've improved on it. Maybe, they've improved on the, cable quality or something. But that's, a little bit odd. I just looked at them together and I was like, well, they still fit, but, I did notice that right off the bat, when I, was comparing them, I, was making sure that they were the right, it was the right length and everything, and the right, cable. But I did notice that. I noticed that the older cable is actually like more of a dull, more of like a darker gold color, and the newer one is actually like a like a brighter golder color. So it's not that big of a deal. It's still gonna work for me, so I'm not worried about it or anything. It's still from Waveform, so I trust them. Because they've, like I said, they sent me out the replacement cable, and it's only been like 2 or 3 days, and I got it. So, and like I always say in my other videos, I am actually using third-party equipment before we start, speed testing here. I'm using a Chester Cheetah version 2 gateway/modem, which actually allows band locking and VPN, and network mode switching and all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind, that I'm probably going to get faster speeds than, most people do, with the default gateway, or the stock T-Mobile 5G home internet gateway. So let's actually run some speed tests here and see what we get. Now, I did just hook this up, like 20 minutes ago, so you have to keep that in mind that it hasn't been hooked up long, and, it's probably going to take it some time to get settled in, like I've said, when you move stuff, with cellular gateways and stuff, it seems to take some time, for them to, reset or, get, accustomed to where, they are and everything, get locked on, the towers, especially if you can't band lock. So, let's see what we get here. I'll run some on the West Norton PA server, and I'll also run some on the Ashburn VA server, like I always do. So, okay. Wow. That was really good for, just setting this back up, like 20 minutes ago. So definitely not bad at all on that one. Download 552, upload 9.78. Like I've said, the upload speed sucks around here. There's nothing I can do about it. And then 25 ping. So that's definitely not bad at all for the first, speed test. God, get out of here. I hate this stuff with, these apps. I mean, I can't stand, ads and apps and stuff. I mean, they just get on my damn nerves. Always advertising, always trying to make money. If you have a free app, in my opinion, they should have zero ads. I mean, I understand, you have to make money and stuff, but, I mean, find a way to, get money somehow, somewhere else, get a job, that's how I feel about it. But, on this one, definitely not bad at all. Download 537, upload 8.18. Like I've said, the upload is not good in this area at all. So you just have to keep that in mind. And ping only 19. So that's definitely not bad at all. Run one more on this one, and then I'll switch over to the Ashburn VA server. And like I said, I did just set this up, like 20 minutes ago, probably not even 20 minutes ago. So you have to keep that in mind, that it's still, getting used to, being where it's at. Having the, the external antenna, hooked back up to it. But, like I said before, I wasn't, getting terrible speeds with the built-in, Chester Cheetah version 2 antennas, the ones that came with it. I shouldn't say built in. I actually said that in another video. They're not actually built in, because if they were, I wouldn't be able to use the waveform antenna with it. But the default, antennas that came with it, I was getting like 300, download, which is definitely not bad. And occasionally, 400, but it was still, it was still fluctuating quite a bit, like it did with the default, with the stock, T-Mobile 5G home internet gateway. So the antenna, definitely is going to get us, 500 to 600, consistently, unlike the, the default or the stock, antennas that come with gateways. So you got to keep that in mind. So definitely not bad on that one, though. For the download, 553, upload 11 even, and ping only 25, so that's definitely not bad. I'll switch over to the Ashburn VA server here. And the ping always does seem to be higher on this server. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Oh, and I did forget to say in the beginning of this video, it's actually 11:39 p.m. on a Friday night. I just got home from work not long ago. I work night shift at a school near me, so that's why I sometimes don't feel like getting up, early in the morning and stuff, especially, early in the morning if I don't have to, I'd rather, sleep in. I don't get up early in the morning anyway, unless I absolutely have to for a doctor's appointment or something like that, or something that needs to be done. But, I work night shift anyway, so I go in the afternoon. But, sometimes it's difficult to make videos, especially like these kind of videos, because I don't get off until, 10:30. So, I just basically came home and, just got something to drink and, unboxed the, the cable and, got the antenna back hooked up to how it was. It took like 5 minutes, to get it back hooked up how it was. It didn't take real long because I already have the antenna. So all I had to do was, unhook the old cable. I still had it hooked up somewhat. And I, unhooked that from the antenna and then, threw that old cable away. And then, I, and put it back together and that was it, and, seems to be good to go again. So, so on this one, definitely not bad. 577 for the download, 19.5 for the upload, and only 29 ping. So definitely not bad. And that's about what we average with the ping, like 20, 30. That's about, what we average normally. So that's definitely not bad. And like I've said, the upload speeds around here are horrendous. There's not really anything I can do about it. So there's not really, I can't, fix it with an external antenna either. I've tried. So, It's even worse on my phone. It's actually worse on my phone. So, I'm just happy to get, what I can get with it. That's, basically how I am with it. I'm just happy to get what I can get with it. Like I said, it could be worse. So, I'm, not gonna, gripe about it too much. But on this one, definitely not bad for the download. 550, upload 20.3, definitely not bad for that. And ping only 30. Run one more on this server, and then I'll switch over to the West Norton, PA server and run a few more. I'm just glad to have, faster speeds. That's what I'm glad to have back, with the waveform antenna. I'm just glad to have, basically consistently over 500. So, on this one, definitely not bad, though. 533 for the download, 13.5 for the upload, and 30 ping. I'll go back to the West Norton, PA server. I mean, yeah, West Norton, PA, yeah. I get those two mixed up, the Ashburn, VA, and the West Norton, PA. I, kind of get them mixed up because they sound, basically the same. So definitely not too bad on that one. 547 for the download, 8.75 for the upload, and only 25 ping. And the ping actually seems to be more consistent now with the waveform antenna back connected. It's definitely more consistent, with the speeds for sure, because I was only getting like 300 and some, with the default antennas that the Chester Cheetah comes with. So not bad on that one for the download. 514 for the download. The upload struggled a little bit, but like I've said before, as long as you get over 3 for upload, which that basically is, almost 4. I've looked online and stuff, and for me and my mom, we don't upload much much things, much stuff, as I should say. So, we don't upload much. So, like I said, I've, occasionally I upload stuff like to Facebook, YouTube, basic stuff like that doesn't really, like take much to upload. It doesn't really, take a lot of, upload speed to upload. Google Drive files, Google Photos, stuff like that, YouTube. Sometimes it does take a little while to upload YouTube, but I'm not really that worried about it. Like I've said, I just go do something else, watch TV, go on the computer, watch sports, mess with my phone, anything, that'll pass the time. I'm not really sitting there looking at it like, come on, come on. I'm not, really that worried about it, because like I've said, all the cell carriers around here just get terrible upload speeds. My sister has Verizon. She gets terrible upload speeds, in this area, at least near us, where we live. And I know people that have AT&T, they get terrible upload speeds. I know people that have T-Mobile, like myself, they get terrible upload speeds around here. And I know people that have Metro by T-Mobile. They get terrible upload speeds. Cricket Wireless, same thing. So around here, at least where we live, at least in my town, we get terrible upload speeds. So there's not really anything I can do about it. So on this one, like I said, not bad. 514 for the download, 3.91 for the upload, and only 25 ping. So the ping is definitely not bad. And it is actually a little bit windy out there tonight. I can hear the wind like howling around a little bit, so that also might, have something to do with why the speeds are, a little bit, fluctuating. fluctuating, I should say. So not bad on that one though. Download 525. Upload actually came up to 10.1, so that's good. And ping only 24. I think they actually put a go thing down there now, so you can actually, it's actually easier now, so you can you don't have to exit out every time, so that's a good thing. I just actually noticed that in this video when I was making it. So yeah, I'm definitely glad to have the waveform antenna back, guys, because like I said, I could deal with the the 300 to 400, occasionally 400, but I'd rather have these speeds anytime for sure. And like I've said, in my other videos, we get these speeds basically consistently, unless it's bad weather or something like that. That's about the only time that we don't get like 500 to 600, almost close to 700, sometimes on the download. So, it's very area specific though, like I've said. So you have to definitely keep that in mind as well. So definitely not bad on this one though. 524 for the download, 4.55 for the upload. So the upload did go down. And then ping only 25. The ping actually seems to be going down now. Went down to 23, so that's good. And like I've said, I did just, hook this back up, so these are really good speeds for, just hooking this thing back up. So that's really good. Because sometimes it does take a little while, to get settled back in. So, this is, I'm really impressed with these speeds. It's not getting, like 600 yet, but I'll, it will. I'll give it time. I normally get like 500 to 600. So I'm definitely, still happy with this. I'm not, upset with it at all. I'm definitely happy with these speeds. So on this one, download 534. Upload 9.50, and ping only 23. So definitely not bad on that. Ping actually went down again on this one. Wow. Only 20. I actually didn't think we were going to get over 500 on that one, but we did. And I've actually been hearing on Reddit and stuff that T-Mobile has still been having problems, which they have. I've read on Reddit and stuff that people have actually been having problems with the upload speeds. And the upload speed has been, more. It's actually been lower than what we normally get. We normally average like consistently like 10 to 20, on the upload speed. So, it has actually been slower. Same with the download. I've noticed that the download, has been a little bit iffy recently. Even with the waveform antenna connected. So I don't know what's going on. I've been having ping spikes as well. Like the ping will go up high, or go into like the 80s or the 90s, the hundreds, and then it'll go right back down to like 20 or 30 again. So like I've said, in my other videos, I don't know what's really going on, but T-Mobile has definitely been having problems. I can actually check the down detector app here and see what's going on, see if there's any, so it actually looks like it's went down. There's not as many red, so that's definitely good. But it's still saying for mobile phone 38% and 5G home internet 36%. So let me see the comments down here. It doesn't say anything about T-Mobile 5G home internet or mobile phone. So that's actually a good sign, though. It's not as red. It was actually red earlier. It was actually red yesterday. A lot more red in this area over here. So that's actually a good sign that it's not, as red. And it doesn't seem to be, as many people having problems. I think that it was actually higher than 38% for mobile phone the last time I checked, and higher for T-Mobile 5G home internet. I think it was like around 40% for that. So that's actually a good thing. That, maybe they're actually, fixing it, or they have fixed it. So on this one, like I said, or if I didn't say, download 515, upload 4.37 and only 20 ping. Run one more here and get off of here and get something to eat, and probably just call it a night, probably relax some and call it a night. But yeah, I'm really glad to have the waveform antenna back, guys. I really am. Definitely happy to have these speeds back. And I am really impressed with their customer service, Waveform's customer service, because, they didn't, I mean, some companies would be like, oh, well, we're not going to replace that. So, that's, really good that they, stand behind their 3-year warranty. That's a really good thing, as they should for a $400 and some antenna. They definitely should. But it's well worth it. It's definitely well worth it. Again, especially with the Chester Cheetah version 2 connected to it, that's fire, it's like fire. It definitely is. So on this one, definitely not bad at all. 560 for the download, 10.3 for the upload, and only 24 pings. So definitely not bad at all. Especially for me, just getting home and reconnecting it, with the new cable, not long ago, like 20, 30 minutes ago. So that's definitely not bad at all. I'm really impressed with the speed. They seem to be back up on par, with what I was getting before, 500 to 600. So, we didn't get any 600, in this one, but it's not going to always be, like I've said, it's a cellular connection, it's a cellular, internet, so it's not going to always be, 500 to 600 consistently. So you have to keep that in mind. But, overall, I'm definitely impressed with it. Definitely better than 300 to 400. Occasionally 400 with the, the default antennas connected to the Chester Cheetah version 2. So I'll definitely, take this, 500 to 600, almost 600 anyway, speeds over, 300 to occasionally 400. So it's like twice the speed. So, but anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.